What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are excited for this episode. Now, if you didn't catch it, last Monday was the tournament, and oh, was it so good. We had some really close matches, fun times all around. If you want to check that out, it'll be on my VOD channel. But also, just to keep you aware, this Monday I'm going to create a fun kind of overarching story, condensed version of the tournament, showing the best moments and all that good stuff. So if you can't commit to watching a 9.5-hour video, that's fine. Expect a fun, nice little variant of it to come out Monday. Getting into the new episode. As you might remember from the last one, we are in a little bit of a time skip. This is kind of our jump from like the Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. That's where we are. So for us, it's about a 1.5 to 2-year skip. Obviously, our characters do not look the exact same. But sadly, the artist, I only found out when Hudson told us, and so the artist only had about a week and a half to get these done. Obviously, the artist was not expected to get them all done that fast, so we sadly don't have our new character models yet. But, that being said, they will be coming soon, and I think we give vague descriptions of what they look like for the new characters. I think we wanted to keep it a little under wraps as a fun surprise for you guys, but nonetheless, you know how it goes. Comment down below if you got anything you want to ask or talk about. Be sure to hit that sub button, it helps a lot. We're almost halfway to that 1,000 goal. Don't think I forgot, I still got it in there, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.
Well, do we want to do a recap, or do we need a recap?
Yeah, sure. So we finished the temple. We went through kind of our thing, and we mostly ended on, I guess the important part that we ended on is Iseto is now training us to become more of the Jonin and up level. As well as Kenjiro is on his mission. He's also practicing to get stronger. Suiko sealed the dragon, had the conversation with the Uzumaki family of bonding with it, or the other word, getting rid of it, basically, like extracting it. There it is. Arata healed from the burns. That's kind of where we're at. A 1.5 years has passed. We've moved from basically Naruto to Naruto Shippuden, or at least we're in between. Naruto Shippuden, I guess, was 3 years, so I guess we're in between the
was
time
it 3
skip.
years?
I think
didn't
so.
realize that. I thought it was only 2. I
can't remember, but I thought it was something like that. So
I think it was more than 2.
I think it was 3. So we're like in between Naruto and Shippuden, more or less. That's where we're at.
2.5 years apparently.
2.5. Right in the middle. Another thing, our characters do look different. We're getting new designs. So if the descriptions don't seem all that much, according to like the way we look at ourselves on the Rule 20 thing, that is because the updated things haven't been there, so some descriptions might be a bit off. Mostly Arata has vials on his side, so if he mentions those, or I no longer have my gourd, I have iron markings around me instead. So I'll be using those from now on. And I don't know what Suiko looks like, because I didn't see her description, but if she has something, that will be that as well.
Just got a little pendant now.
You got a little pendant?
Yeah, my dad made it for me.
Oh, it's cute.
That is very cute. So, in addition, last time you guys encountered Namira on the road back to Konoha, who is a member of the Celestial Songbird. You fought with him briefly, with Izuto particularly eager to fight, but is Suiko dragging him away, probably just in the nick of time, as there were definitely potential deaths on the line there, but you guys made it out okay. As Izuto said, Iseto has you guys training, and you're essentially a part of her special task force against the Songbird Circle. The village is devoting most of its resources to preparing for a potential war, with tensions between the different lands rising. So it will be your guys' responsibility to deal with the Songbird Circle. With that, I will go ahead and read something regarding the time skip. The months pass slowly as your training under Lady Iseto begins. You treasure precious moments you spend out time for a spacious, if dusty, compound at the edge of the village. Arata finds the time to see Nariba and his family on occasion, and Iseto, Naki, and the children from his old orphanage. But everyone is busy preparing for a potential war. Lady Iseto encourages you to focus on your training, however, and let the Hokage worry about keeping the peace. Suiko finds herself leaving the compound more frequently than her teammates, mostly to participate in mandatory Uzumaki Clan gatherings. Pakira, seeing the quick progress made on the bonding between the sealed water dragon and her young protege, postpones the extraction ritual indefinitely. Suiko's father is accepted fully as an honorary member of the clan, and though he hides it well, Suiko senses his concern for her whenever she spends the night at their home instead of at Iseto's compound. A year and a half passes slowly, and the team begins to feel frustrated at the lack of action. But finally, one cold autumn evening, Kenjiro, who has been absent on his own secret mission, finally returns with news.
Pog.
So, you guys find yourself inside of Lady Iseto's compound, as you normally are. There shouldn't be any, you guys can see everything, right?
Yes.
There shouldn't be any. Okay. You are all gathered there. Lady Iseto has called you all from your various training sessions. And walking into the room of the dojo there is your old sensei Kenjiro, who you have not seen in a year and a half. Oh, that's not the updated version.
Oh boy.
Like that's Kendra of the
Damn,
past.
Kendra, let's one-on-one right now. I'll say it.
I think I can take you. That's more
Oh
like it.
my god. Got up to 100.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't change the chakra. He should have 100 chakra as well. Kenjiro now sports a pretty long beard. He looks kind of disheveled or disheveled compared to his previous form. His cloak is tattered and somewhat. There's various little cuts and has clearly been mended a couple of times. He looks very, Viking after a long voyage. He enters the room though, and he has a big smile on his face as Fan runs up to him and yips at him.
So do I.
He
I
pets
try to
Fan.
tackle him and your hug.
He'll allow it. A little surprised at
Yay!
clearly unprepared for the increased speed and strength of Suiko and the extra inches that she's grown.
Heck yeah.
He finally just distangles himself and sort of pushes you off of him, and he goes up and gives Arata and Izuto a nice firm handshake. Lady Iseto steps forward and she says, Kenjiro, I suppose you have the information that we talked about. Kenjiro nods and gives you all a nod, and he says, yep, team, I hope you're ready to finally put these new skills of yours and this new, extra height in Suiko's case to the test. I finally got a picture of one of them.
Oh, do
He puts out, he retrieves something from his cloak, a nice framed picture. It's kind of difficult. It's very much like a, picture of another person that a spy would take. It is a picture of one of the celestial songbirds that did not talk during their. Here, I can put the figure here on the screen on the as a token here. Here, I'll increase the size a little bit so you guys can see.
Big.
So,
That's a big picture, bro.
It's a female, relatively young, with a spiky shock of hair at her back, sort of done up in a little ponytail. She looked very serious during the conversation, from what you can remember in your brief time in the underwater temple, seeing these people. Very calm and composed. Her in the picture, however, it's at night. Actually, I'll let you guys go ahead and make a perception check to see what you can discern from the photo there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm back, baby.
Whoa.
He's
Wow.
back and better than ever.
I know what she ate for breakfast that day.
Imagine still getting rolled by 15.
So, Iseto, you do see everything that Arata sees, which is somewhat surprising. Basically, I'll say with a nat 20, I'll say you discern the style of architecture and the ground and the conditions. It's clearly a nighttime picture, but it's obviously a village from the Land of Wind, which is located in the region of the Blasted Desert, which is one of their more hostile regions. The individual in the photo, the songbird agent, she is sort of looking to her side, and she appears to be like reaching out and trying to hand someone something. Just another villager from the Land of Wind. And they're sort of putting their hands up as though to say, like, no thanks. And that's kind of the extent of it. She still looks as calm and composed as she did before, kind of expressionless. Do you guys express the fact that you know this to Kenjiro and Iseto?
Yes, I will go ahead and say that I know it's the Land of Wind since it's from the Genjutsu Clan area of things, so I'm a bit more common with the architecture.
Kenjiro nods, impressed at the level of detail you were able to discern from just your glance at the photo. He says, "Yep, that's definitely correct. The photo is taken by one of our informants that I left there. They got the photo back to me, which indicates to me that the lady didn't notice the photo being taken. But in any case, this is the first lead we've had in this year and a half. So I think we should definitely look into it." And Iseto nods. She says, "Yes, I completely agree. However, before I clear the three of you to go, I think a bit of a test is in order. Just to reaffirm your increased abilities and make sure that you're ready for whatever encounters might await you in the Land of Wind." She looks at you guys and says, with sort of a glint in her eye, "What test do you think would be appropriate?"
I'm down for any free-for-alls, any 3v Kenjiros, any 4v Isetos, any of that I'm kind of okay with. I want to test my power against some real targets.
Whatever lets me show off my stuff.
Iseto shrugs and she says, "How about a 2v2?
Okay.
I feel like I know the teams. As I step back and call Than back to me.
Iseto shakes her head. She says, "I would count Than as part of Arata's toolkit. I was speaking 2 students versus 1 student in Kenjiro."
Okay.
Okay.
I look slightly offended that she called Than a tool, but I let it slide.
Kendra, you have any one you would like to? I'm okay with being on either team.
Kenjiro shrugs and says, "Up to you guys."
Than runs and jumps into his arms.
Oh my god.
Kenjiro says,
Okay.
"Me and Arata versus Izuto and Suiko then."
All right.
Okay.
That's all right in my book.
Iseto sort of stands to the side and she says, "All right, to the end of the dojo for each team."
All right, Kendros, what are we thinking here? What's
Can
the
I
move?
activate Dust Code, or do you want me to wait until combat?
I'll have you wait until combat. It would be considered kind of poor form to prepare.
Man's is
all about
pro repping already.
I'm all about prepping, bro.
prep a Shidori mid-walk?
Kendra looks over at you and he says, "Hey, you know their abilities better than me after this. I haven't seen you guys in a year and a half.
Hey,
What do you think?"
Man hasn't taken
Well, I can tell you right now, Izuto's gonna sit back and pepper us. So we either get back there fast or try to double Suiko and take out his meat shield.
Kendra grimaces and says, "I don't think I want to go. I don't want to go hand to hand against Suiko.
Hey, I'm
I
glad
think we take out Izuto first."
I'm glad we're on the same page, and I reach out to kind of dap him up.
All right. With that, I'll have you guys go ahead and roll initiative.
Bang! And I tried to go in and adjust me and Than's initiative in the thing. Dude, can you chill, please?
2 nat 20s in a row. Wow.
God bless.
It doesn't even matter that you scored higher than me, bro.
Oh my god! Get rolled. It doesn't even matter. Get rolled.
I don't care, bro. We're rolling high. This is gonna be a fun one.
Or we just ran through all of our high rolls.
Yeah,
and
or
we're
all
just
of
gonna
them.
keep missing.
Or all of them.
Yeah.
You know what?
Alright.
This checks out in the new line of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a good. All right, Than is up first.
Oh wait, this is actually kind of good. Okay, what are we looking at here? Oh, we're so far away. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna have Than with his newfound size. Go ahead and charge forward a little bit. What do we got? Range at 30 feet. That's right. All right. Well, I need him to go. I guess there. We'll go behind. All right. So Than's gonna run up to this point, and as he stops there, you see what you've seen before, but this time with more power, more muscle than previously seen. As he unsheaths out of his brand new
Hold on.
shiny
Before
patch.
you do that, I will go ahead. I don't know what this attack is. I will go ahead and make my resistance. Fuck, you already said. I'll go ahead and make my resistance.
You can. It's fine. Just do it.
Okay, I was just gonna make
You're
it
fine.
flashing.
You're fine.
Okay.
So yeah, he pulls out.
Wait. Can your resistance be anything?
It can be. Hold on. I have it right here. It's a G-Ton thing after a long rest, but.
I'll say yeah. I know he picks
active.
he picks like slashing, crushing, or something like that.
Or
one
it's
of the
like
three.
slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I think you would have picked that anyway, so I don't think you're like ill-intenting me here.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
as he
good.
walks up, he unsheaths his sword from his shiny new beautiful pack on his side, and just dashes lightning fast before anyone can even see what happens through Izuto, using Afterglow, making a little weapon hit as he goes through.
Nat 20.
I hope
No,
so.
no, nat 20. I want to play.
That'd be a great start today. Huh?
I don't have a reaction.
Okay, so his. Sorry, I have to make sure everything's good. Okay, so he's +7 to hit now because his proficiency went up. Okay.
That sounds right.
Oh fuck me. Starting off strong.
But even without a dust coat, that probably misses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's 15 naturally.
Okay. So
All right.
the invisible wall of sand, iron sand, blocks the shining afterglow of Thanatos.
So I will, just for, I guess the way I want to build Izuto after the time skip, since I have the iron markings on me, the iron markings kind of direct my arm and cover them in iron, and just like grab them and kind of toss them one behind me.
Okay. Next up is Arata.
What a sad day. Well, I'm trying to think because Afterglow's a bonus action, so he still gets to do something. We're not there yet.
Fan gets to do something?
He can't. Yeah, he's not gonna use his finisher because it won't actually hit as a finisher. But as he gets there and misses, he is gonna turn around after he throws him behind him and go for another swing. Oh wait, he can multi-bite, right? Yeah. Okay. So as he gets there, and as he kind of stops, he turns around, and goes for a bite. And being him, he can multi-attack now at 8th level, so he takes 2 bites whenever he tries to bite someone.
Double ankle bite.
So he goes for both ankles this time. Okay,
Ooh,
we're getting
he's upgraded.
crazy out here. Okay, so +7. Oh my god! All right, second one.
Nice.
Hey, he
That'll
does.
hit.
He can hit. All right. So he finally lands an ankle bite. +1. Oh, and the bite is piercing. That is important.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The only ones that I would like to be mentioned would be slashing.
Nips a little Iseto chunk out.
All right. So that is Than's turn, right?
Yes. He's
All right.
done it.
Next up is Arata.
Oh, you really put me 40 feet away. This is some jank shit.
And bigger now.
Yeah. So he's about the same size as us. He's about my size.
Big boy. Big boy.
We'll
Can't carry him anymore.
What? Can you give us a scale dog wise? Are we looking like full built German Shepherd or Saint Bernard?
Yeah, like German Shepherds, like because he's not like Saint Bernard size, but definitely like German Shepherd esque. He's based off a border collie actually, so we'll say like an excessively large border collie.
Okay, checks out.
Okay, so question: what's like the ceiling in this room?
The ceiling is quite high. I'll say it's like 40 feet up.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's all I needed to know. So, I run my way up here. I run, and then I will go ahead and bonus action dash with my cunning action to stop here. As I am here, I go ahead and go for a... you see me kind of pull my knuckle blades out, and they don't glow blue this time, sadly, but I do swipe up with a menacing hit there, looking to hit actually both Izuto and Suiko, because it is a 15-foot wide cylinder that I can create.
Okay.
Does that mean I roll twice to hit? Is that how this works? I'm assuming.
What ability is this?
Or is it? This is Heaven Cutter.
Okay. You probably have to hit. Yeah. You probably need to roll twice to hit.
Okay, that's what I figured. 7. So this will be Izuto. Okay, and then I'll roll Suiko. Nice. PogChamp.
Nice.
Only me, baby.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you
Big
do have
ol'
to make
10.
a strength
There
save.
are two of us. Just want to mention that.
Bum 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 bum. All right, so you do have to make a strength save.
Okay. I think that's just regular.
I believe you're looking for a 15. Yeah.
Plus.
I don't see that you have to make an attack at all for Heaven Cutter.
Oh, is there no attack for Heaven Cutter?
It's just the strength save.
Oh, okay. So then do we just?
Oh well, no, yeah. I was gonna say if it's a cone, I don't think you usually do the attack to hit.
Well, it's like a
Usually
cylinder.
not.
I didn't know how it worked. Okay.
Yeah, so Suiko and Izuto have to make strength saves.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, good. The one that was
strength
bad at the
saving
strength
throw.
save made it. Thank God.
I'm making a saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, strength saving throw.
Damn, I won't be doing a whole lot of nothing on this, huh? Sweet.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Izuto weighed down by his iron, and Suiko just braces herself. More than used to your attempts to lift
man.
her up with this jutsu.
Cool. I'm just glad that Arata and Than haven't changed. So, I suppose that's it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Next up
5
is-
attempted attacks and 1 hit. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. With I wouldn't say. No, we won't do that yet. But you kind of feel, static in the air. Izuto's been training with his summons, which are all lightning based. You see him kind of reach his arm out and slowly but surely pulls out a very medieval-like lance made of pure lightning chakra. And that will be for 9 chakra. Which would be 78. And he will go ahead and take a swipe with his lance, or I guess a stab. Just a normal little stab at Arata here.
Okay.
I will hit.
I will hit. I will go ahead and bang. That is 22.
Oof.
Does Kindro go first? Fuck. Okay.
You do have a reaction. I don't know if you.
know. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. I guess I'll go and use my uncanny dodge. So I try to move out of the way of as much of the hit as possible, taking 11.
Okay.
I will go ahead and add the 5 chakra to shock you. And then
what does
as a
that do?
bonus, great question. I have it in here somewhere.
I'll say I have a conditions one I can pull up as well. You're good if you want to keep doing your turn.
I was gonna say,
can go
yeah. I will go ahead and bonus action. No longer the slow Izuto that would stay in one spot and just kind of take hits. I go ahead and teleport 20 feet. I guess.
And this is it. This is a straight up teleport.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
This
I'm
way.
assuming I don't get an attack of opportunity on a teleport.
No, in like a flash of lightning, he disappears.
Okay.
And then I
Somewhat similar to Kenjiro's lightning.
Kenjiro. I go ahead and look at Kenjiro, give him a little wink, reappearing with my lightning lance still in full effect.
Kenjiro points at you and says, "Hey, that's cheating."
Come and get me, old man.
Bro, shocked is so bad for me.
All right. So that's it for you, Izuto, right?
That will go ahead and be it for me. Yeah.
All right. Suiko's up next.
Oh.
Suiko, for the purposes of this, do not use any of your water dragon stuff yet.
I wasn't.
Fucking QB cloak.
It's a
God,
Ninetales
what,
mode.
my
Activate.
room? Okay, hold on. Okay. Whatever. I will do. Hello.
Hi. Does that get an attack of opportunity from that? I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, he will.
Moving towards him.
That's what I'm talking about. Than go take out ankles when he can take out ankles, right?
Oh, because Than was right next to me, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I thought we were talking about you. I was like, what?
God damn it.
Well, unfortunately,
Yeah.
Suiko is a little too quick.
Dude, I'm gonna cry. 1 for 6.
God, I get a +8. Okay.
This training has done shit all for Arata, I'll tell you what.
Oh my god, I'm already forgetting to keep track of things. Ugh.
Yeah, I forgot my primary target already, but I wasn't.
Okay, that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to give you a concussion, Arata.
Sick.
Okay, so make a Constitution saving throw. You're paralyzed if you fail.
Did you? Oh, you rolled a 25. I see.
Yeah.
Saving throw. What am I? I'm probably trying to hit more than a 12. So 1 for 7, everybody. If we're keeping
You're
track.
at 12. And then 1d6
This is going so well.
plus. Oh, God, this is
You're
going
okay.
great for you.
You got this, Arata.
4d4.
He just sees a little tear come down my eye as I know I'm about to get mollywopped by Suiko. God damn it.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, halving the other one was better though. Turned out.
Wait.
better.
What ability is this, Suiko?
The leaf, great flash.
So I'm about to be shocked and concussed.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
just to keep track of it. Did you read what shock does?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So, all right. Yeah, you're good. All right. So 19 points of damage on Arata, and he is now paralyzed.
Dude, fuck off. I want to play. Screw you, Izuto. I want to play the game. All right,
Hey, you're the one that came up, bro. You
32,
pulled up.
22.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah, well, I also thought 1 out of my 6 attacks would hit, or more than 1 out of my 6 attacks would hit, but here we are.
Okay. Can I also? I'm wanting to spend a combo point to use my flurry of blows as well.
You can certainly do that.
Yay!
So each attack will be at advantage since he's paralyzed, and if
Yay.
you hit, it will be a crit.
Does shocked even matter anymore? Because I'm assuming
No,
I was gonna say I don't think so.
Yeah,
The only way
Not really.
it matters for me. You take an additional 1d6 lightning
the
damage
lightning,
if I do
yeah,
lightning
yeah.
damage.
I mean, Suiko's just gonna take you out here in a second anyway.
She might. She
All right, so
might.
the first one hits and it's a crit. So just go ahead and roll for the second one. Okay, so they're both crits.
Is that a double crit, bro?
Well, yeah, paralyze is an automatic crit.
No.
So.
Oh,
I hit nothing. Y'all hit everything from handshakes, and that's D&D in a nutshell. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you for joining us.
The damage is doubled, you said?
The
Your damage dice.
Die. So it's two
Okay.
2d6 plus
2d6 plus 5.
plus whatever your strength is. Oh yeah, plus 5. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, 6 one of them.
Cool.
Yeah, out for the count, huh?
Kenjiro says, "Good work being a distraction, Arata. I can handle it now."
As I'm unconscious on the floor. It's okay.
Alright, well,
Than's about to turn up. Y'all don't even know. Than's about to turn up.
You still have.
Wait, don't I still have my movement, don't I?
You have some movement left. Yeah, I think you only went 20.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll stay near Than.
Than's about to go crazy brazy. I'm not gonna take this.
Kenjiro. Let me see here. Move up to your ally. Okay. So he will go ahead and run up next to Arata.
I swear to God, can you revive him?
Moving faster than you're used to Sensei moving, as he's typically more of a strength-based fighter as opposed to a dex-based. And he grabs Arata, and Arata, you come to life with a little bit of chakra being sort of slapped into you.
Okay.
Let's see, you're at 5 HP, which isn't a lot, but he sort of
more than
pulls you up to your feet. And then he says, he looks over at Iseto and Suiko. He will go ahead and he'll just sort of back off a little bit.
Hi, Arata.
Okay, question. Am I still paralyzed?
And or shocked.
Yeah, and or shocked. How does that work? I'm assuming shocked, yes. Paralyzed, I don't know.
I think yeah. Going down doesn't end conditions.
Cool. Nice.
My conditions end after a minute if you don't do the saving throw.
Oh, thank God. I just have to last 10 rounds after not lasting one. Thank goodness.
Well, I'm just making sure you know the...
Oh, no, I read it. No, don't worry. No, don't worry.
At the end of his turn, because it was his action to bring you up, he will go ahead and take his elite action, which he now has access to.
Hey,
my boy. And he says, "Hey, Iseto, I learned some cool new lightning jutsu too.
Bring it on!"
And he does some hand signs, and a bolt of lightning appears in his hand, and he chucks it at Suiko and says, "Suiko, catch!" Go ahead and make a dexterity save.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well,
dexterity save. Damn.
Would you like to do something about that?
No, I guess no. No. I have another guarding ability, but this is only for me. I still have Dutch Shield, but this one particularly is only for me.
Okay. So go ahead and make a dex save, and as it either hits or misses Suiko, a single bolt, actually 2 bolts, streak out from it, one towards you, Izuto, and one towards Lady Iseto.
Do I need to make a save?
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Okay.
So Suiko, you rolled it.
I got that. Yeah, I got that 15. I assume that does not help me.
It does not, no.
Okay,
What?
10, I'm guessing, does not.
10 does not either, no. Lady Iseto, just sort of swats the bolt aside and
Way
looks
to show
annoyed.
off.
Let me double check the damage. Okay. 60. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So Suiko and Iseto, you both take
Right.
31 points of lightning damage.
Wow.
Okay, now can I react to that since I took damage?
Sure, yeah.
I was like, I don't know if it's okay. I will go ahead. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and just shield it. I feel like the other one I would have needed to do before the saving throw.
Okay.
The way it works, the description, how it works in my head. So I will go ahead and cast it at C rank and block 30.
My combo
It
point
takes one
counts as
point.
my reaction, right?
You have a combo point reaction?
No, I'm saying like because I used a combo point during my turn, does that mean I do not have my reaction anymore?
Oh, you have a reaction. You haven't used it.
Cool. I don't think this makes sense. There's no way I can use my intersection counter, can I?
I think you have to be next to them in order to do that.
Okay.
Actually, I think it has to be like a melee attack. I think.
Okay.
Intersection account.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. It does say I catch it in between my elbow and knee, so.
Yeah, when hit by a melee attack. So yeah,
You catch the shock bolt.
I think
Yeah.
it's pretty badass. But,
He did tell you to catch it, to be fair.
He did. He did.
also, yeah,
So I
so
should be able to
you
use
make
that.
an effort to catch it in your hands, and it just shocks you. All right, next up is Thanatos.
All right. Than, seeing everything around him and being an upsetty spaghetti little boy, turns to Izuto over here,
Who no longer has a reaction for
who
this.
no longer
round.
has a reaction.
I
And,
blocked 30. I feel like that's valid.
Than, oh no, yeah, it's very valid. Than, remembering the plan that was set along to go after Izuto, turns and you see him do the same move he did earlier, dashing rapidly through Izuto, trying to make a little attack on him real quick. Like, please, for the love of God, I just want I want 2 out of 8. Nope. Okay.
Nope.
So that's his bonus action. I hate my life. Sorry, that one slipped out of me. Dude, this is so lame. Okay. I suppose he again, when he gets behind him, tries to bite him twice. Again going for both
I'm in
ankles.
training, can't change.
Aiming for aiming for the same spot he hit last time to try to really take out that Achilles heel. Awesome. So that's 1.
Hey,
And then go again.
There it
Hey,
is.
and you know what? That's what are we 2 for 10
Hey.
now?
nurture versus nature. You know what I mean?
And when you're right,
Sometimes you can't take it out of them.
and when you're right, you're right. Goes ahead and boop. So 9 piercing. Dude, I just want 1. I just want 1.
Okay. So
Arata's
next up
paralyzed, so how does this work? It
Arata.
literally says he can't move or speak. So
You're welcome
Right.
for that concussion.
So at the end of your does shock do some damage or something on his turn?
it ups
just
it
adds
ups his damage if he shocks me again, or if he
Oh,
uses a
okay.
lightning
If I
jutsu.
do lightning, yeah.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, the paralyzed condition ends, and you get to roll a Constitution save to stop being shocked.
Okay. Con save is +2. Does that get me out? I don't know what I'm looking for.
This would be I assume this would be against Isato's ninjutsu,
Ninjutsu.
DC, which 18 should save. So you're no longer shocked or paralyzed.
Nice.
Just have to survive long enough to do anything with it.
Yeah.
Izuto is up next.
For
I will
sure.
go ahead and
Kind of put my arms together, my marks spreading all across my body. This time,
being a bit more apparent than it used to be. It used to be kind of invisible. This one kind of, the marks are spreading. So the black iron sand is spreading, not really trying to hide it in this fight. And I am in my dust coat, lightning rod in hand, and kind of imbuing it with some earth. Imbuing the lightning rod with some earth anyway. I will go ahead and cast it at a C rank, so that brings me up to. Give me a second. 45. And then as a bonus action to the lightning rod, I will go ahead and kind of condense all the power of the lightning rod, making it more powerful, basically getting ready for an attack.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Huh. Mm.
You know, I should add another bar for temporary hit points. I feel like that make things a little easier.
Well, we could use that red one, couldn't we? I mean, I don't know what the red one's for, but
Yeah, well, I'm not using it for anything, so we could just have it be that.
Yeah, that would make math easier. I was at 19, I think.
So how many temp hit points?
yes, you were at 19 after the hit.
Or I gained 19.
You gain 19 temp hit points.
Yeah. And I think I was whatever 19 is my 36. I was at 36, sorry. And I have 19 temp hit points. It doesn't show up, but we got it.
Okay.
Well, you were
Yeah,
at 36 health. Did you
I think
heal?
there's a setting I can change to make it show up. I'll do that for next time.
All good.
All right. Yeah. Well, what next, Iseto? That was your action, I assume.
That was my action was the dust coat. Bonus action was the prepping full damage for the next ability.
Wait, did you heal
Okay.
hit points?
What's up?
I said, did you heal hit points at some point?
No. I was at, because I was fuck. No, you're right. I was at 26, right? Was at
I think so.
26.
Yeah. Because I was like, I know
36.
Than's done more than that.
No,
Not-
I was at
not
26, not
much,
36. My bad.
Okay. Next up is Suiko.
Okay. Izuto, is there a certain direction I should avoid being in your way in, you know?
Hey, I
In the
figured out how
room.
to make it a bar. You just have to like put an amount for the max.
Oh, one minor thing. The Great Leaf Flash or Leaf Great Flash, it's 7 chakra, so you should be at 51.
I also get the -1 on my chakra cost due to, I think, my feet.
Okay. Which feat is that? Do you remember?
God. I just have it written down. Hold on.
Oh God.
I believe you. I mean, that sounds right. But
I'm sure I have it written down somewhere, but that is not.
okay, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure.
Don't make me go through all of the crap I have written down, please.
You're good. You're good. All right, Suiko, you're up. Oh, you made it appear, Iseto. How'd you do that?
Yeah, Blaine did it. Blaine did it. You just have to add a maximum.
Like you have to
the-
put
the
a
other
maximum
bar.
number
Okay.
for it.
Fun.
So 19 out of 19, since right now I can only do max of 19 anyway.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, but no, seriously, Izuto, can I be next to you to take out Fan?
Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah,
is
you're
it-
good. No, you're
Okay,
good.
okay.
I
do
love
not
not just
want to
having
be
this like
next.
casual conversation in this moment.
It's a friendly
Okay.
fire. Friendly bout.
Friendly bout, I'm not gonna...
Not like Arara's
I mean-
doing shit also.
I'm not Shidoring anybody. Also, before I forget, Shidori is a forcefully lethal jutsu if it ends up knocking them down.
Okay, good to know.
I was like, I did try to kind of find a workaround around that, but it specifically says this is like assassin's jutsu. It is always lethal if it does bring him down to 0.
Are any of us planning
Oh.
to learn Chidori? I feel like we should.
Izuto
Well, I
has
have
Chidori.
Chidori.
He has it.
Incredible. Okay. Anyways,
Just
moving on.
incredible.
Okay. God, what was I saying? Okay. I just want to give Arata a little bap to the face, and then can I move?
All right, asshole.
And then can I move to Than and do a regular taijutsu attack? That's possible, right? With my bonus action, my regular attack.
Should be.
Yeah, I hope you hit
yeah.
me. Oh,
Yeah,
Roar!
you can do that.
XD.
RXD. Well, first I gotta hit, so don't worry.
Can I wait? I forget if I can use my cunning actions
No,
even if I
you're
miss. Because if
12.
I can.
Oh, that actually will not hit.
I know,
Oh,
surprising.
Pog!
Is that with just your fists?
I survived a turn.
Is that with just
Yeah,
your
that's
fists?
just with my
Okay.
my fists.
Never mind.
So I just used my bonus action for that. Can I use a combo point?
Oh, yeah, I should have done it earlier. I goofed.
You're welcome to.
I think technically to do the combo point thing, you have to
I
have
need
taken.
my.
Well, you would have had to take the attack action. I think. I'll double check that.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, combo. That kind of makes sense, actually.
Because you follow it up with something.
Actually, well, no, because you specified that you wanted to. Yeah, flurry of blows.
Yeah.
You have to take the attack action on your turn. So that was your bonus action. Just a single strike.
Okay.
So you still have your action and your movement.
I've never seen you hit me. You hit me so hard I forgot, so.
So, what are we doing right now? Is this are we sparring? Is that what we're doing?
I think so.
Okay, hold on.
I just get up from being unconscious. Like, Kinshiro, you're here.
Really gonna. Okay. Well, if I move away, you can attack of opportunity too.
If I feel so inclined, I can indeed do that.
Whatever. Okay. I'm just gonna kick you twice.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna kick your ass. So.
Well, listen. I just want to make sure you get knocked out again. All right.
Wait, was that first? Oh, never mind. Do you think? I don't want to do that yet.
No, that doesn't hit either. Oh my god. You may survive. Oh my god.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
How does it feel to roll as low as you do?
Okay.
Well, gosh darn.
You still have your movement if you'd like to use
I
it.
can't believe Arata survived this turn. I mean, I know Iseto didn't do anything, to be clear, or he was prepping, but we still take those.
No, I'll just sit right here.
Okay. Next up is Kenjiro. He looks over at Izuto and says, "Hey, Izuto, you wanna try to catch it yourself?"
I got it. I put my hands up.
All right, he gets up in a batter's position or pitcher's position.
Pitcher's position. There you
go. And he chucks another bolt of lightning. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, and he will use his bonus action to overcharge this one.
Okay,
God damn!
I will go ahead and. This is lightning, huh?
This is lightning, yeah.
I can only miss so many times.
With regards to like clashes or whatever, if the person with the elemental advantage gets advantage on the roll. So like if you try to do like an earth thing or whatever, he would.
Yeah. But if I do a lightning one, he doesn't.
Yeah, it'd be a straight roll. Real science.
It would not be a straight roll for me. I got the 1d4. Although he might too. I don't know. I will go ahead and. Okay, it's when I would take. Okay, if it says when I would take damage instead of when I would be targeted, do I do the roll first or do I do my reaction?
Wait, so it says when you take damage?
So Dust Shield is when you would take damage.
So you have to have. I would have had to have rolled damage, so it would have had to have hit you before you could take that.
Okay, so
because otherwise it would have done damage. If it was when you're targeted, then it would say when you're targeted by an attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. So I have two defense ones. One of them is like when you would be targeted or damaged. One of them is when you would be damaged. Do I do the saving roll, then the reaction on if I would take damage, or like in what order do I do this?
So if one of them is when you're targeted for an attack or you take damage, is that right?
Yeah. So that's one of them, which I'm not going to use because it's a Earth one. It would be vulnerable to lightning. But just for like future things, if I'm targeted right now, I could use it. If it's when I would take damage, do I do the roll then see if it hits, I guess, then do it? How does it work?
So if you want to do it when you're targeted, you'd have to do it now.
Yes.
If you only want to do it when you've taken damage, then it would have to be after you've been hit by it and I've rolled some damage dice.
Okay. I will go ahead and just roll it. Is it a deck save?
It is a deck save.
Why does it have to be a save? Just target me. I have so much things for it that you try to target me. I can increase my AC to insane amounts now.
You said just target me, cringe lord.
I'm guessing doesn't.
No, that does in fact save.
Oh, let's go.
You still take half damage as it still explodes, or rather arcs.
Hey, but you caught it though, and that's what matters.
One of them goes to Suiko. Make a deck save, Suiko.
Oh, good. That's sick.
That felt not true. That felt ingenuine.
That's a good roll. Oh, that's a good roll too, though.
You're lucky you didn't get that errata.
Both of you only take half damage, which is 17 points of damage.
Dust code is at 2. Get ready to catch, Kenjiro.
Hearing your words, Kendra will go ahead and back up a little bit.
Coward!
Kendra, where are you going?
He says, "Don't worry, Arata, you got this." At the end of his turn, he will go ahead and use his elite action, and he says, "Hey, Iseto, round 2," and he will chuck another one, eating up his poor chakra reserves. Go ahead and make a dex save.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also a chance that this just KOs.
All right.
Yeah, seriously.
So this other one will go ahead and arc towards Suiko as well.
I feel like I may or may not have been carried on this one a little bit. Ever
I'm
so
about
slightly.
to say, god damn.
Alright, I will go ahead and do C rank Dust Shield once again, blocking exactly 30.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
So
I'm down.
Suiko, unfortunately, does go down with the second bolt.
That's big.
Oh my god. I haven't done shit, boy.
Thanatos is up.
Oh man. Hey, sometimes you pick the right teammate, you know? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, this is gonna be a rough solo.
So Fan being excited that there's only one more enemy to deal with. God, I want him to hit. I want him to do his thing. I want him to do it. Yeah, fuck it. Than wants to try to finish it because he wants to show off that he can do more than just bite. So for what he's assuming is his last ditch effort to accomplish anything here, he again dashes through rapidly. This time a very short dash, going for a quick little hit as he dashes through him. Please, for the sake of everything holy, just give me one. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, he did it.
So he hits, and this one is just a normal weapon attack. So at a D8 plus.
Slashing?
This one is slashing, yes.
Okay, I'm taking half.
Yeah, okay. Plus 2. That's fine. Okay, but the important thing.
Dust code is off. But now you get finisher, right?
Yes. So as he kind of dashes through, you see him finally. You see a gleam in his eye out of just pure pride. As he, I'll subtract my 15 chakra here. As you see him leap into the air, so beautiful, as if he's been learning ballet this whole time, and slams his thing down, super duper hard. And as a finisher, I get this at advantage. Alrighty, and you're probably dead here if I'm doubling my damage dice. Because that would be usually 6d10, but instead 12d10 plus my weapons
Holy
damage.
crap. That
There's
is
a
a
chance.
lot of damage. It's more than Kenjiro's thing.
So 12d10 plus my weapons damage, so that'll be 2d8.
Man gets the
Plus is
I'm
2
guessing
dex.
this is piercing,
Hard.
unfortunately.
No, I think this Meto do check. I think because it's using my weapon, so it would still technically be slashing because it's a katana. So
Okay.
actually, I guess there's a world.
I have more room. Yeah, more room to work with.
And you are also getting 5 ranks of bleeding, so
That's fine.
I
I just want
wish
to
you
play
the
catch. I'm not.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Jeez.
It's just
Is that the highest amount of damage we've seen? I think it is.
I think so.
Yes.
Than, I love it. Go Than. Than has put our
You did
highest
it,
damage
buddy.
number.
You finally did it.
Post time skip fan.
Post time
Well,
skip Than.
yeah.
After 2 attempts, finally goes crazy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Damn, I didn't get to play catch with Kendra. That would have been a really
Yeah.
fun game of catch.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So,
Primary target, I didn't remember that.
with a bit of a turnaround, after an initial sort of weak performance by Arata and Fan, Team Kenjiro and Arata emerge victorious in the friendly bout. Lady Iseto revives everyone. For the purpose of this, you can have full health.
Just fill
you're
it
not
up.
going to be getting into another fight
She
today.
only gives us 1 point of health. Just for, you know.
Iseto sort of glares over at here, I'll change the music. Iseto glares over at Kenjiro and says, "Really spamming your most powerful jutsu on your poor little students? I would have expected more from you, Kenjiro."
Little Kenji.
Kenjiro shrugs and points at Suiko and Iseto and he says, "Hey, they scare me, man. I'm not holding back."
You didn't play catch with me, Kendra. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Kenjiro says, "I more prefer just, I'm the thrower, you're the catcher. That works out just fine."
Than
for me."
yips proudly, knowing he ended your ass.
As
As Arata looks away, he's scared. So.
If I survived that, I would have played catch with Than. Guarantee you, Than would have made another turn.
All right. So with that, Lady Iseto regards both sides, and she says, I'd say that you 3 have mastered your abilities to an extent that's probably good enough for whatever mission lies ahead. Particularly with," and she sort of nods at Suiko, Suiko's special hidden powers, if worst comes to worst. In any case, go ahead and prepare for travel. You all have the day off, the rest of the day. Go say your goodbyes to whoever you're going to be saying goodbye to. You'll be out of the town for quite a while if you're traveling to the Land of Wind. Kenjiro and I will be discussing your route, and she looks at Kenjiro and says some other important details. Kenjiro nods and says, "Well, best of luck, you guys. Hey, you have a bunch of money stored up from that mission you went on a long time ago, right?"
Yeah.
Heck yeah, we do.
He nods and says, "All right, well, good. Tell Shisugi I said hi.
We will.
And, if you need me, I'll be here with Lady Iseto. But I mean, I know you guys probably, you need to say goodbye to everyone else.
Of course.
You'll be seeing me, I'm sure, more later on. But I probably won't be coming with you on this mission."
Aw, I can do.
Lame.
Lady Iseto frowns and is about to ask. She looks like she wants to ask why. But they head off to the office space to discuss whatever they're going to discuss.
Can I give him a goodbye hug?
You may attempt to. He will attempt to evade you.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
Excellent.
Yeah,
This is what I've been waiting
athletics.
for.
What do I do? A strength?
Athletics.
Athletics, right? Okay. Yo, plus 7.
Athletics. Okay. Well, Kenjiro not dodging very effectively. Still not used to your sudden speed and strength. Gets involved in a trademark Suiko bear hug.
I love how I keep succeeding with those.
Yeah, those are Suiko rules.
Hell
In
yeah.
any case, you guys have the day. Before we get to the shopping session, however, we need to do a few little things. First of all, We will do the Suiko Dreams. So,
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
over the course of the time skip, you had a number of different dreams that were strange, but two of them in particular sort of stick out in your memory as being very like lucid and like you were very aware during the dream. You remembered it perfectly afterwards. The first one, you seem to just sort of wander in to your old childhood room when you and your father still lived in the land of tea. There are four toys on the ground around your bed. There is a doll, a bouncing ball, like a like a little racquetball sort of thing, a set of toy soldiers, and a piece of chalk. Your younger self is just sort of sitting there in front of all four of those toys, just completely blank-faced, just sort of staring into nothing. What would you like to do?
Pick up the piece of chalk and start drawing or writing.
Okay. As you move and you pick up the piece of chalk and you just begin to, as you would if you were a child, sort of start drawing on the wall. Your younger self sort of turns their head and sort of goes up, and it's just sort of like right behind you, just sort of staring and looking at what you're doing, kind of, just observing you. What do you draw?
My family.
Okay. So you and your dad, your dad and your mom, or?
My dad, mom, and I.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, that's something, all right. The dream ends after a little bit after you complete your drawing. And ever since that dream, that was when you first sort of felt this link between you and this presence inside of you that began to allow you to use your powers. You still had to practice a little bit to reliably sort of bring them forth. But more towards the end of the time skip, another dream occurred. This time, you find yourself in this large cavern with just a little bit of sunlight coming through the rocks above. And it's very warm. There's a large pool in the middle of the cavern. There's a bunch of fish sort of splashing around in it, some of them sort of jumping out and jumping back in and such. And sitting on a rock that's sort of jutting from the water in the middle is this fairly small, probably like about 6 to 7 feet tip to tail, young dragon with blue scales and sort of flowing body and little like wing type things beneath its arms. It's just sort of relaxing there, sort of basking in the sun that happens to be shining down on that rock. You're at the edge of the pool. What would you like to do?
I would like to put my feet in the pool and just kind of gently try to get its attention. Maybe wave at it, give it a friendly smile, but like not try to startle it,
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. God. I always forget what I do. Okay. Ew.
Okay. There we go. 2 17s. So you see that the dragon, it's pretending to be asleep, but you see like one eye just sort of like barely open, like in a little slit, and it is looking at you, and it's clearly sort of like, yeah, it's observing you. It knows that you're there.
Cool. I want to start gently swimming towards it and being like, "Hello, friend."
Okay.
I come in peace.
You successfully swim to the rock. It doesn't seem to acknowledge you or really respond. It's just sort of lying there, sort of lounging. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try talking to him. Hello, friend. My name's Suiko. Who are you?
He doesn't respond. He's pretending to be asleep.
Your scales are very pretty. compliment him.
No response, unfortunately. Some time passes as you sort of ponder what to do, and you start to get very hungry.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Is there anything on the land?
You look, and there is some dried wood over in a corner,
Yummy.
and
Yeah,
there's a little deposit of flint that you could see that you could potentially start a fire with.
I turn to the dragon and I'm like, I'm getting a bit hungry. Do you want me to cook us up some fish?
It doesn't respond.
Okay.
However, I'll say this. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh god. Insight. Ooh, 5.
Okay. You get this. There is a reaction to your words in this case, not a verbal one, but its eyes like dilate a little bit. Like it's paying a lot of attention to you now, and what your next actions are going to be.
But I can't tell if he wants the fish or not.
No, you don't get any indication of that. You don't hear his like stomach growling or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Well,
You're quite hungry though. You're getting very hungry.
Okay. All right, buddy. I'm gonna go cook us both up some fish, and I will be right back.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and do my best to catch some fishies for the both of us.
Okay. I'll say this. Go ahead and make a history check, and then a survival check.
Oh my god. I get a big fat 0 to that history. Yep.
Okay, and go ahead and make a survival check.
God, I can't survive either. Ayo.
Okay. So on the history check, I'm not going to give you anything on that. But the survival check, you easily sort of reach out and catch a fish as it's like flying through the air. It sort of wriggles in your hand. I'll say with a nat 20, you get the sense that these fish have never had to worry about people fishing for them. Like these fish are too easy to catch.
That just makes me feel bad, Hudson. What the hell?
What
Can I glance back to the dragon?
What's that?
Can I glance back at the dragon to see if he's still interested?
You can make an insight check.
Okay. I just did this and I already forgot.
In your defense, you're doing like 50 checks.
That's my talent. I forget, even though I just rolled.
You're doing like 8 checks. I think you're forgiven.
At this point, you're sort of a little further away from him, so you can't quite make out what his opinion on the situation might be. The fish that you easily sort of reached out and caught is still like wriggling in your hand, trying to get away.
If I don't want to eat, I want to lower it back into the water.
Okay. The fish darts away to go tell its fish friends how you bullied him.
We both know fish aren't that smart, Hudson.
Your stomach growls. You're getting hungry. What would you like to do?
So there's no trees or anything on the land, huh?
You can make another perception check if you want.
CC. Damn.
You look around. There's no vegetation in this cavern that you can see on the land. It's mostly just sort of rock walls and sort of dirt on the ground around the pool.
God damn it.
Your stomach growls again. You're starting to feel very, very hungry.
Whatever. Fine. Can I catch another fish?
Sure. You reach out and grab one as it tries to jump through the air.
I will go and gather the flint and whatever and cook it up.
Okay. The fish squirms, but you kill it and cook it using your survival skills.
I say, I am sorry, fishy friend, as I kill him.
You finish roasting the fish. It smells delicious. Do you eat the fish?
I want to try offering it to the dragon again, see how he reacts.
As you swim over and sort of offer the fish on a stick to the dragon, he does finally get up from his lounging position. He snorts, and bits of steam sort of come out of his nostrils. He takes the stick and sets it on the ground with the fish. He gently sort of pries the fish from the stick and gently places it back into the water.
Alright, I'm gonna apologize to the dragon then. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't know you cared about them that much.
There's no response from the dragon. However, the dream does end there.
Damn.
So, after that, you were able to sort of master a number of different abilities related to the water dragon. However, you feel like the bond with the dragon wasn't quite as strong as it could have been potentially. So the DC for those abilities is going to be a 16.
Okay.
Okay. So, other than that, Arata, I was going to have you roll some poison kit checks to see if you can make the jellyfish poison.
Does it matter that I have 2 poison kits? Because I can work twice as hard using these 2 kits.
No, the number of kits does not help you.
Damn it. Okay, it's worth a shot. All right, so what is this? Is this a medicine check, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I making 1 per per glass of jellyfish?
Yeah, 1 per jar. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so you will successfully make that would be 4 doses of jellyfish poison.
Sweet.
I'll give you the details on that in a bit. It's a DC, it's a con save, and then they're paralyzed if they fail it, and they keep making saves at the end of their turn.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Okay. Other than that, yeah, we'll get back to present day. What would you guys like to do?
I will go ahead and I don't know if this matters, but I at this point with the time skip and the newfound money, I would have hoped to find a place for myself, even though I still visit the orphanage very frequently.
Oh, with regards to that, you and the others have been staying at Lady Iseto's compound in the rooms here.
Never mind. I will go ahead and go to the shop. I already have the items and the money discounted, but I am going to the shop.
Okay. I assume probably all of you guys are gonna end up at the shop, right?
At some point, yeah.
All right, well, we might as well all go together then. Makes it easier. I need to go to the bathroom real quick, but you guys should look at what items you want to buy.
Man, I've been trying to read through these poisons, and I am conflicted. Because I can spend all of my money for 4 uses of Zetsubo petals. Which is a pretty nasty high DC, and it makes them berserk, which is really funny, and they gain 5 ranks of envenom. Which berserk basically makes them just attack the nearest living thing. Just no questions asked, they have to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which is really funny.
Friendly fire, though?
No, yeah. Friendly, not friendly, they go berserk. So it says
Incredible.
that it puts them in a blinding rage where the closest living creature, friendly or not, they have to perform an attack. If they can multi-attack, then they have to. If they can, if they can do damage, they have to do whatever will do the most damage to the closest living thing, which is so funny.
Oh my god.
I love the
That
idea
could
of
go
running
wrong
up.
so quickly.
Oh yeah, I just love the idea of running up, hitting someone with it, and running away. Because that is what I'm good at doing. So it's
There we go. That sounds like a plan.
All right, I'm back.
Shisugi.
There she is.
She don't know how much I missed her.
As you enter the shop, you just see Shisugi like bent over at the counter, like her like arms crossed and her head just sort of buried. Her hair is like frazzled. She's normally so well done, but not right now. And you just hear her snoring.
I'm gonna let Suiko take the lead on this one. Yeah.
I'm gonna just gently tap the table. Shisugi!
She jumps alert, eyes wide and clearly bloodshot. She looks over at you and glares, and she says, Suiko?
Yeah, it's me. Are you good? You seem exhausted.
She blinks twice and just sort of pulls you into a hug over the counter. She says, I missed you so much.
I missed you too, Shisugi.
Hi, Shisugi.
She lets you go. She says, you've gotten, how long has it been?
Yeah, I looked to Arata.
About a year and a half.
Great, thanks. Been a year and a half.
Says, oh, yes, wow. Well, you look fantastic, Suiko. Much bigger than I remember. Honestly, you were a little cuter when you were smaller, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, the muscles make it worth it, though, you know?
Shisugi grins and says, I imagine that's so. Oh, hello, Arata. Hello, Thanatos.
Hi. I kind of walk
hello,
up.
Wallflower.
Shisugi.
Than being big now, he kind of like you know how dogs put like their front paws on the counter? He kind of does that, like hops up, front paws on the counter because he can reach it now. He's so excited.
She reaches over and pets him. She says, oh, good to see you too, little guy. And she looks over at you, Arata, and she says, you clean up after him, though.
Oh, of course, I will. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, this is for Lady Iseto, I assume, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can put a rush order on anything then. She has priority. But you still gotta pay. What are you looking for?
More of a meta question. With poisons, like how do do I can I purchase any poison from her, or does it? I mean, I don't have enough to get like malice or anything like that, but
you can ask her.
Oh, okay. So I'll just have to ask. Okay, cool. Let me someone else go because I'm still trying to figure out poisons. I've been trying to look through them.
Okay, I would like 10 greater blood pills, 10 greater chakra pills, and a shinobi backpack to carry them all. You're
just going for it. All right, fair enough. Sure. Mark off whatever that costs. How much does that cost, out of curiosity?
I was at 11,000. Now I'm at 4,600.
Bro, you have enough to get
that was
malice.
a pretty penny.
I'm so sad.
So you guys more money than I do, bro. You can get like 20.
Keep in mind, you could get like new weapons and stuff with more powerful seals as well.
Oh,
don't use those.
Forget that's a thing. Shit, I
some of the seals cost a lot.
Yeah, I won't waste our time with that. I'll have to look through that later. I won't sit here and scroll through that. I think I keep it fairly simple, and I'm just like, hey Sugi, you know I ran out of that ether you gave me last time, so if I could get 2 more sets of that'd be great.
She nods and frowns. She says, you know, you're on the Anbu clearance. You can get whatever you want if you'd prefer more potent poison.
I look surprised, not knowing I was on Anbu clearance, and say, all right, give me 1 second as I grab the menu and look through it a little more.
Shisugi sort of shakes her head. She says, this happened like a year ago. I remember seeing your name pop up on the list. Did Lady Iseto not tell you?
I'm not saying that she doesn't trust me with really high level poisons, but hey, if I'm cleared, I'm cleared. You know what I'm saying?
Shisugi nods and says, "Yep, not my problem. You're on the list. You're good in my books."
Yeah, I guess that would be cooler. Oh, I'm gonna get so specific. Okay. I kind of look up excited, knowing I can get higher level things. I'm like, so how about this molding mushroom I'm reading about? How are we feeling about that?
She says, "Yep, we have that. I mean, it's pretty pricey though."
Yeah, I'm just gonna get one purchase of the molding mushroom.
All right. She heads back into the storeroom and returns with like a completely perfectly sealed like little metal box. And she says, "Be careful with that, okay?"
Oh, of course. Come on, Shisugi, you know me. I would never not be careful.
She lets out a sigh and says, "Well, if I hear tale of a certain young ninja getting himself killed because he ate the wrong mushroom, no, that's not my fault. That's all I'll say."
Listen, I won't keep the receipt with the items, so you should be fine. Alright, and then I guess I should probably get pills. Popping on pills, you know how it is. Whenever we buy, like, if I buy like a superior blood pill, it gets like it has 2 uses when I purchase it, right?
We just count that as like you have 2 superior blood pills.
Okay.
We don't.
Yeah. So technically, I have 20. Oops.
Okay.
Good call.
Did you want 20 or did you want like 10, which would be
10, which would be 20.
Okay.
Like I mathed it out correctly. I just forgot it has 2 uses.
Okay.
I forgot to count it that it's 2 blood pills instead of 1. Sorry.
Okay. I asked for man, I want to keep my money for. I asked for 2 greater bload pills.
Roach-off of fucking Roach-off of Suiko. She has like 30k over there.
I'll wait. I won't roach yet. I also don't think Arata would want to do that. So.
I know.
Okay. You can add those to your inventory. Mark off your Ryu.
All right. So minus 500, and I'm all good.
I'm good as well.
Anything that you would like, Suiko?
Yeah, but can I just do it later? Because if I sit here and figure it out, we're going to be here for a hot second.
Okay. Sure. So I'll say, in terms of, and you guys can do this as well. If you want to get some weapons later, there will be a point of no return. But before you get to that point,
you'll kind of warn us.
Yeah, you'll be able to grab whatever weapons you had previously ordered from Shisugi or whatever.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Shisugi waves as you guys leave, and she says, "Come back again, please. Soon, often. Yes."
Will do, Shisugi.
Will do, Shisugi. You're the best.
All right. What would you guys like to do next? Or if there are individual things you want to do, feel free.
I was gonna say, mine was the shop. If somebody goes next, I do have ideas, but.
Well, so I have a question. In my time out, because you said like I kind of went and saw my family.
Yeah, every once in a while you got to go out and hang out with and do social things, but not very often.
So with my family, because last time that I was unconscious in the hospital, neither my mom nor dad saw me, and we were on a really weird note when we had the meeting at my house. So where am I with that right now?
So your dad didn't come to see you because he's your dad, and he heard that you were alive, and that's what he cared about.
Okay.
Your mom, to be fair, was out of the village at the time, doing preparations for your clan for the war.
Okay.
Or potential war.
Cool.
So you're still on good terms with your mother, at least.
Okay. Being that, I definitely want to go home and kind of talk to my mom at least a little bit and kind of tell her about the mission and everything, all that good stuff. I'll say, I don't know, we don't really have to do like a whole thing for it if you don't want, but basically
sure, if that's all you have to tell her, yeah. She understands.
Yeah, I would go home and kind of talk, and then kind of too just like check up on dad through her, because I know he's usually distant, but I just really felt like, seeing as his heir to the throne's son was unconscious in the hospital, if he was kind of in a weird mood. Or if he's been worse lately or anything.
Let me grab your mother, whose name is... What's her name again?
Tara.
Tara, that's right. I was going to say Nara, but I was like, no, that's a clan.
Something like that.
There she is. So you enjoy a meal together as you tell her about your upcoming mission to the Land of Wind. As you ask about your father, she says, well, he's sort of spearheading the war effort along with a couple of the other clan heads that are more military focused. Frankly, I haven't seen too much of him. He's often out on missions with other clan members. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in these next couple days, or years. But I hope that you and your generation don't have to go through what we went through. War is a horrible thing, Arata, as I'm sure you appreciate. You're a wise young man.
Yes, I've heard plenty of horror stories. I would as well like to avoid that. And I suppose I kind of just like continue eating silently. But I get to the point where I kind of look up and I'm just like, so if there were to be war, what kind of things would we be looking at?
She says, well, what exactly are you? I think as far as you and the Genin, I'm sorry, you're not a Genin anymore. You're a Chunin. You and the other younger Chunin, along with
let's go.
Genin, they would likely be held back as much as possible until desperation or need had to send you to the front. But so far, it's looking as though that wouldn't be necessary even in the event of a war. The Leaf Village's military potential is quite superior to the other nations, unless they all four allied against us, in which case it might be more of an even fight. But the Land of Wind should not be allying against us. We have long held an alliance with them, even if it's been a little bit strained by the attack at the Chunin exam.
Gotcha.
In any case, Arata, you shouldn't worry about that. You focus on your mission. That would be my advice.
Okay. Well, also, just want to know how's the clan been doing? Because I kind of haven't been able to check up on everyone.
She says, well, like I said, your father's sort of leading the effort, the war effort. Surprisingly, it's been pretty good for the clan. There's a sense of urgency, and I don't know. Everyone's working together very well. The dog breeders are focusing on their work. I would say things are going pretty well. Clan Inazuka is on the ascendant side of as far as clans go, in your father's estimation, and frankly mine as well.
Awesome.
Don't worry, Inazuka. You'll have a strong clan to lead once you get old enough.
Hey, look, I'm not worried about the strength of the clan, but rather our standings amongst everyone else. I think I respect that aspect a little more than some other leaders that we might have right now, but that's okay.
Your father is not a big clan politics person. I would say we're doing pretty well in terms of our relations with some of the other military-minded clans, but there are some more pacifistic clans which are trying to, well, we aren't doing quite as well with them. For example, the Uzumaki Clan.
I kind of look to the side real quick. I'm like, what's going on with them?
Well, Lady Pakira and the whole clan, they suffered the most in the previous war, so they're particularly keen to avoid another one. That puts them at odds a little bit with the rest of us. They're willing to give up concessions to prevent war. Concessions that your father, for example, wouldn't be willing to make.
Gotcha. Have we tried talking to them recently? Like, what's the, are we good?
Oh, don't worry too much. I mean, the as long as the Hokage is in charge, nothing will get too intense. It's just little things,
Okay.
arguments in council meetings, things like that.
Of course. Awesome. I kind of finished with small talk, just going through and I tell her, hey, I'm really happy we're getting this time before I have to head out on my thing.
She grins and nods. She says, "Oh, you've grown so much over the past year and a half. I don't know what Lady Iseto's been feeding you, but I see your arms bulking up a little bit. Not to mention little Than here. Well, not so little anymore."
He barks in his new deep bellowed bark.
With the same personality, I'm happy to see.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's changing his personality anytime soon. That was pretty much all I had to ask that wise.
All right, you guys finish your meal and you head back to the compound. Suiko or Izuto, what would you guys like to do?
Suiko, you got
mean-
anything?
What'd you say, Izuto?
You got anything?
Oh, well, I mean, I wanted to just check up on my dad, but I don't know if... Oh, okay, there we go.
Ask and you shall receive.
That happened so quickly.
I mean, the maps are right next to each other, so.
Okay.
So I assume you spend a little bit of time with your pops, telling him, you're gonna be gone for a little bit.
Yeah.
He wishes you the best, and he says, Suiko, and he kind of scratches his head. He says, "I don't know if you know this or not, but there's been a couple times where I've caught you sleepwalking at night. I don't know if it's important or not. Maybe I should have mentioned before now."
Yeah, so what do I do while I'm sleepwalking?
Well, you seem kind of normal. You just walk out the door and you sit up on our bench over there and just look at the stream. It's usually on nights that are full. The moon is full, and you just sort of watch the stream flow. I would say that it's just a normal thing to do. Except I see I try to talk to you and you don't respond, so you must be sleeping.
I don't look away from the stream at all. I just stare at it.
He nods, and I will go and make a intelligence check for Pops here.
Be smart, Pops.
No, he says, "No, you seem to sort of focus on the stream as far as I can tell. It doesn't, it's not for too long. It's maybe, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes, and you head back in and go back to bed."
I never try to get in the water?
He shakes his head. "No, just stare at it."
Huh. Alright. Good to know.
I don't, you can't tell me everything, which I understand. But just, be careful out there.
Yeah, of course. I will always be careful. Gotta get home to you, old man.
He grins and gives you a hug. Okay. Izuto, is there anything you'd like to do?
I will go ahead and use 300 Ryo to kind of have a feast at the orphanage. That won't be my main thing. I wanted to go out with Naki before I left.
Okay. All right.
Roddy, you
I'll
forgot
say
about your
just
girlfriend.
for the purposes of this,
No, I
go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay.
Naki is not guaranteed to be in the village right now, unfortunately.
Oh.
Okay, no, she is in the village. That was, about a 25% chance that she wouldn't be. She's you have to meet her kind of later in the day. She finishes one of her missions and returns. Where would you like to go with her?
For ramen. So wherever the ramen place in the town, I think it's like to the left. Yeah. Out of here. My date spot.
Where it used to be the old date with Naruto. There's one spot for dates in this town, and it's the wrong place. Let's see, where's
Big
Naki? Big, really grew a lot.
Big.
Okay.
You're
So
sitting on opposite sides of the restaurant.
you and Naki enjoy a bowl of ramen together. She's curious. She says, how are things going with the training?"
Ever since our last fight, it made me feel very self-conscious about what I can do for the, for the kids in the orphanage and you and my friends and everyone. So I've just been getting stronger, grinding it out, not really protesting much. I'm just trying to get more powerful, and I will do that by any means necessary.
She nods. She says, "That's a good goal, I think. I don't know about by the any means necessary part, though. That seems, I don't know."
I lost my loved ones, and I don't plan on doing it again.
She nods and says, "That's fair. Just
anyway.
don't. All I'll say about that is, don't change too much that I don't recognize you. Yeah."
I'll try my best. How was your mission today?
She tells you a little bit about her mission. She and the team are doing pretty well, it seems. They've been very busy though, doing missions and mostly sort of resource gathering of like particular ingredients, like poisons and blood pills and things like that. But yeah, that's mostly been her team's focus in these past couple months.
All right, and then I guess the the hangout in / date will go on for a while. Mostly consisting of me complaining that I'm still a Genin even at this level, and couldn't get the above Genin books. But other than that, it can just kind of be a.
It's been a year and a half. Let it go.
I will say, because it is kind of funny, Naki actually did get promoted to tuning, which probably puts a little bit of a strain on things. But she never rubbed it in your face or anything. She's always very delicate about it.
Yeah, it's all good. Other than that, yeah, just a big send-off feast since we're going to my homeland. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys meet up back at Iseto's compound, spending the night there in preparation for your journey to the Land of Wind. Just traveling music. So, before you guys leave, Kenjiro sort of lets you know that he and Iseto are going to be going on a separate mission. They don't really tell you what exactly it is, only that it requires both of them to have a chance of being successful. But they wish you the best of luck, and they go over your priorities for the mission, which is A, to foil the celestial songbird, the songbird circle as much as possible. Not necessarily killing them. It would be the biggest get would be to get one of them back to interrogate. That would be the priority. But I mean, killing them if necessary, and just foiling their goals in general. Your second thing, though, is you need to maintain good relations with the Land of Wind, specifically the ninja there. You can't be messing with Sand Ninja unless you have a really good reason to, because the relationship with them right now is very important. Other than that, you guys head out to the west, traveling through the western forest of Konoha, which you guys haven't really been to before, ending up in foothills, which are green but become more and more dehydrated as you move closer and closer to the Land of Wind.
Can I just before we like set out, I would just want to like kind of team huddle, like obviously as we were like having the meeting, I kind of bring up like I think we should really have like Izuto kind of lead this one, seeing as it's kind of his homeland. I mean, I don't know how much he remembers of it, but I feel like he'll be the most apt to kind of guide us through.
Yep, works for me.
Okay.
If that affects anything at any point.
All right. So, you guys cross over the border between the Land of Wind and the Land of Fire. You present your passports there to a group of sand tuning guarding the border, but your passports are legitimate, not forged, so you don't have to issue. And you head to the town of Kamar, which is where the photo that you referred to by Kenjiro was taken. It's south of their main city, which is the Suna city, where the hidden village is actually located. And it's a fairly large town. I would say like maybe even a small city. You guys arrive there in the morning after a good night's rest. The desert portion that you travel to or around this area is not too bad. It is autumn right now, getting on winter. So it's hotter than you're used to and definitely a lot drier. But there's enough watering holes and the roads are pretty well maintained that you're able to get there without issue. However, you do know that the blasted desert, which Kumar is on the border of, or Kamar rather, is a much harsher environment. We'll probably get to that in more detail in a bit here. So let me put you guys on the map here. You guys are on the eastern side, just to let you know.
Okay.
And what would you guys like to do?
Boom, boom.
Oh, there I am.
I suppose walk up.
Either.
Strut on up and see what happens.
The sand tuning there, sort of see you guys approaching. Not concerned. They sort of give you a nod, seeing your leaf headbands. One of the Chunin, I suppose, sort of says, "Hail, Leaf Shinobi. Welcome to Kamar."
Thank you.
Hey, how's it going?
So I gotta keep walking.
Yeah, just gonna keep going.
Oh, there we
Keep
go.
on
Now
on.
I'm loaded.
You're
Give
good.
him a formal greeting. Keep on going.
They seem alert, but not alarmed.
I've been so trained to be scared of traps. I don't know how to feel about this.
That's probably fine.
There's some boys sort of playing next to a tree there, drawing little shapes in the sand.
I want to kick him. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, everyone.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I suppose as we're kind of walking, I stop with the squad real quick, and I'm like, all right, so what are we trying to do here, guys? Are we trying to find the? I assume we kind of want to find head of the village here. Talk to them, maybe?
Yeah, or any suspicious activity.
That's fair.
Okay. So what exactly would you guys like to try here?
I personally would want to try to find the head, whoever's the head of this town, right? Like I don't know, but they'd have like a mayor, whatever, because I know it's not like their main city. So
There is a noble in charge here. You just figure out by talking to a few people.
okay, I kind of look at the other two and I'm like, do y'all want to walk around and do your own thing, or do you want to come with me to the noble? Because I'm gonna go talk to the noble. I'm cool with either.
I will go ahead and come with you for the sake of, I guess someone familiar is with you.
Okay, Suiko?
I'm kind of going to explore a little bit. I mean, I usually never really handle those talks, so
That's fine. Go make you some
just kind of
friends,
talk to the
Suiko.
townspeople.
Go find food.
Try and gather info.
Go
I
find
will
food.
gather food, so, but also I'm gathering info. Okay.
You need your calories for the fights.
All right,
I
so
do.
I suppose
And I
me,
do.
Izuto, and Than go find the noble, kind of asking around, asking where they stay and all that.
Okay. There is a fairly large, prominent building at the center of town, large mansion. You head to the gate there. It is guarded by San Chunin. They see you approach and they ask you, "What's your business?"
We come here from the land of fire, or we're on, kind of wondering if we could talk to the noble about certain sensitive topics.
You can make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. That's my strong suit. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you got big.
Oh,
fat
it
negative.
is. It is though, huh?
The nat 20, wow. He nods and says, I'll inform the lady that you're present and wish to speak with her. And he heads back into the mansion. After a little bit, he comes back out and he says, the good lady is about to tour the town marketplace. If you'd like to accompany her, you're welcome to.
Yes, I would
Love to.
more than willing to accompany and protect if so be it.
Okay. So, you guys join a fairly well-dressed noblewoman.
By the way, is the map still weird for y'all? I don't know if that's just a me
What do
thing.
you mean?
You
No,
might need
it
to
cleaned
zoom
up
in and
for me.
out.
Like
Blurry?
oh, never mind. It just cleared. We're good. We're good. I can see it.
Oh, it's Lady Yan. I'm such a big fan.
So,
Lady Man. That's almost
you
ma'am.
join a well-dressed, put-together woman, escorted by two Jonin from the village hidden in the sand.
Damn crazy,
Um,
we could just kill her right now, huh?
All right, you're starting to sound like me.
She. All right, this is not appropriate. As you guys walk, she occasionally sort of just goes and like speaks to random villagers and sort of asks them how they're doing, if all their needs are being met, and things like this. As you approach the marketplace, she finally addresses you guys who are sort of following her and her escort. She says, "So, if I recall correctly, Arata, you said you were a Chunin and Izuto a Genin, is that correct?"
Correct.
Yeah, he's tuning level.
What exactly can we do for our allies in the
Can I say
village?
before this point, I kind of want to I kind of pulled Izuto to the side, and I'm just like before we got to this point, like kind of while we were walking around waiting, and I was like, so how much are we sharing with Lady Yan here? What are we thinking?
Suspicious group.
Also, do
might
we
be
have
a
the
threat to the
picture?
villages.
Hudson.
You would have, yeah, you would have the picture with you. They would have
Okay.
they would have given it to you.
All right, suspicious group, danger to the entire land.
Has she seen this person, or does she know?
That would be a question we ask her. And if we need to use the picture, we can do it, but don't leave with that.
Don't. Okay. Cool. So that'll kind of be our game plan going into it. Is just, hey, have y'all noticed any suspicious activity? We're trying to figure out what we can.
Any new people?
She says, "What suspicious activity are you referring to?"
Just any new wanderers coming in and doing, buying very large amounts of certain things, or just doing, strange things in general, strange research.
She says, Kamar is known as the gateway to the blasted desert. There are many that come through here, passing on or returning. They often purchase a great deal of items in our marketplaces in preparation for their journey, and oftentimes when they return, they sell a great deal as well for whatever they find in the ruins out there.
Any of them happen to be wearing red or black clothing? Black clothing isn't, naturally very. I mean, she's wearing black clothing. Never mind. In the desert, it wouldn't be. But anyway, Naruto's built different. But yeah, just any black and red clothing with white accents, maybe some black clouds on their out uniforms.
You can make an insight check if you want, Izuto.
Okay. That one sounds good.
Yeah. She says, perhaps. I suppose my question would be, why should I be helping you? This person, unless they've committed a crime here in the Land of Wind, why would I be interested in helping you apprehend them?
It might be a danger to the Land of Wind. I'm from once a pretty big clan. We're not that big anymore. The Jiton clan. I don't know if you've encountered
She
them.
nods and she says, I've met members of your clan before. They're a small clan, as I recall, but still fairly prestigious in Suna.
Yeah, I am still very, I still have a lot of attachment to this land, and I don't want to see it in harm. The Land of Fire's treated me well, but my roots are where it's at.
You can make a persuasion check with advantage.
Nice.
I used all my high rolls. Yeah, there it is.
You really did.
She says, well, Izuto, I'm sure that the Land of Wind would be happy to have a ninja of your caliber. That said, I have to put my land's priorities over what your priorities must be, which would be those of the Land of Fire. I can't believe, at least based on your word only, that this individual or group of individuals are a threat to us or my town. I would need some sort of evidence.
The Land of Fire is, very. It's funny. It's Land of Fire, but it's very foresty. We had one of the members from that land start a giant forest fire and almost kill
Us.
a squad of. A squad of ninja. So these people do have the intent to kill. They're spearheaded by a smarter person.
She says, this happened about a year and a half ago, yes?
Correct. We assume they have bigger plans than just a forest fire. They have been on the low, which is never good for enemy organizations.
She looks at you and says, Izuto, would you be willing to have a Genjutsu cast on you? This Genjutsu would prevent you from telling any lies.
Damn, she would be.
I look to Arata. Yes. Yeah.
I just kind of nod silently. I mean, and I kind of lean over and like whisper something. I'm like, I don't think we really have anything to hide. So.
Yeah. I'm more than welcome to.
Okay. In that case, Lady Yon does some hand signs, and you see like some chakra glow around her eyes as she stares at you. You can go ahead and make a wisdom save, or you can choose to fail it.
I will go ahead and fail it.
Okay.
I have a question real quick, just for like game perspective. Yeah. If you were to try to resist it, like, would she know that he tried to resist it?
You would have to make a Genjutsu check for that knowledge.
Okay.
I feel like you.
Great. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick while you guys do this.
Okay.
So she says, Izuto, to the best of your knowledge, is this person that you're pursuing actually a threat to either my town or the Land of Wind as a whole?
It is not confirmed. It is more speculation.
Okay. She says, would my town be put at risk if I helped you try to find this individual? In your best estimation.
Your town, I think we as individuals would be put at more risk since they know what we look like than your town.
Okay.
I think that's honest.
Yeah, I think that's technically true.
Yeah.
She says, very well. Oh, and just to make sure, you made a claim earlier about a member of this group starting the forest fire that occurred a year and a half ago in your land. Was that claim true?
Yeah. Yes. What is she, like asking if a member of this organization created it?
Yeah, she's saying if you made up that story or not, basically.
Oh, yes, that is true.
Okay. She puts up a hand and her eyes return to normal and she releases the Genjutsu. She says, thank you, Izuto. I hope you don't mind. I find it easier to get to the quick of things when I know someone is telling the truth.
I agree. Just never like the Genjutsu feeling.
She nods and says, I try to use it as sparingly as possible. That said, I think I may be willing to help you and your allies here. However, I would ask for something in return.
What would you ask? I will be willing to do anything within reason.
She nods and says, this should be within reason, as I'm not actually asking you to go out of your way for anything. But there was an archaeologist who recently hired a number of mercenaries and workers and left. This was about, I don't know, a month and a half ago. He hasn't returned, and nor has any of his group returned. I'm slightly worried about them, as a number of the workers were members of this town. They chose to go with him willingly, but I still am concerned about them. If you happen across these workers or this archaeologist, well, do what you can for them.
I will try to bring them back, or at least bring knowledge of them back.
That would be what I asked for. In any case, she sort of snaps her fingers at Jonin and says, give me that report about the one in red and black. The Jonin sort of reaches into his pack and sort of pulls out a folder, hands it to her. She quickly skims it, and she says, yes. So this individual, she's about 5'7", a shock of spiky yellow hair behind a little hairnet and a ponytail. She has a robe of black and red with little red sparrows stitched along the bottom. Does this sound like someone from the organization you're seeking?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
She nods and says, my ninja, the guards, have seen this individual a few times. Once at the marketplace during the day, once at an ancestor's temple meditation in the evening, and once at a very large popular tavern here at night. Her activities, she appeared to talk with a number of children at the marketplace. When interviewed, the children reported that she offered them candy from the Land of Springs. At the Ancestors' Temple, she simply asked the monks to explain their religion, which they complied with. And at the club, she danced with a number of people.
Okay.
The Chunin approached her after the incident at the club, or the sighting at the club. However, she disappeared. She was apparently extremely fast. They were unable to track her into the night. She was seen disappearing to the southwest into the blasted desert.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the report. Could you point us in the tavern? Maybe get more details. What would the popular tavern be?
She sort of waves her hand. She says, feel free to ask a guard, unless there's anything else that you need from me. I'm hopeful I see you return from your quest successful.
I will go ahead and do that. One last question. Does anybody... Well, I guess two questions. One, does anybody from my clan live here currently, or is there more of the Sunagakure, like they just mostly stay there?
She says, I believe your clan numbers in the dozens, not the hundreds.
Correct.
There aren't very many of them, and they are kept pretty tightly controlled by the Kazekage. He would not let them live in another city unless he had to.
Fair enough. I am the one that got away then.
He shrugs and says, apparently so.
Second, usually when I go to the lands, I usually have whatever their best meal is. We went to a coastland and had stew and, things of that nature. You have any recommendations food-wise?
She gets a sort of like a coy grin on her face, and she says, "You like spicy food?"
I love spicy food.
She grins and says, "In that case, I would recommend a black scorpion. Ask any cook who knows what they're doing, and they'll be able to prepare one for you."
All right. Well, I think that will be all then. Thank you, Lady Yon.
Okay. Lady Yon nods and says, "Best of luck," and she heads off, continuing her tour of the town. All right. What do you guys like to do?
I'm talking to these kids.
I say Yasuiko can do her exploration. Would have happened while we were?
Yeah.
Okay. You approach the kids. They look up at you, and one of the kids just sort of points at you and says, "Your arms are muscly."
Thank you. I crouch down. I'm like, "What you guys drawing?"
One of the boys sort of pips up excitedly. He says, "The blasted desert," and he sort of points at his drawing. It's a simple like landscape. The only strange thing is there's these large like circles with these marks that indicate motion, sort of going down towards the desert landscape with like a little cactus.
Cactus, cute. That's a sweet drawing, little dude. What's going on here with the little circles?
He says, "It's the meteors."
The meteors. What's that about?
He says, "Wait, don't you know?"
No, I don't. Tell me. I'm so interested.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. I'll say
Damn
with
it.
advantage.
Okay. Kids love to blab. Come on.
They do, which is why you're getting advantage. Okay, well, the 15 will work. He says, in the blasted desert, giant rocks come out of the sky and they hit the ground and they make a bunch of sand go up, and yeah, and then the creatures go over and eat it."
Oh my gosh, that is incredible. What creatures are these?
He puts his hands up and like he's like pretending to be like a monster, and he says there's let me get the list here. There's biters and chargers and clubbers and slashers and spikers and swoopers.
Oh my god. That's incredible. Okay. Damn. Okay.
And they all eat you up if you try to go there, the other boy says.
Wow, there's no way to get past them? They're that strong?
The boys like look at each other like clearly deep in thought for a kid their age for a moment, and they say, "Well, no, I guess if you're a ninja you can go there sometimes, but even ninja, it's kind of dangerous." And the other one sort of nods and says, "Yeah, it's still dangerous, I think."
Well, that's a wonderful story. Thank you for teaching me the ways of the desert, kiddos.
The kid's sort of he beams. He's clearly very proud of himself and happy with your praise.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like super cool fun things, have you guys have you seen someone weird walk through your town?
The boys look at each other and nod. They say, "Yeah, this was a while ago, though. This lady, she came up and gave us some candy. It was really
wow.
good candy."
What'd you guys do to get free candy?
And they shrug and say, "We were just playing, and this lady came up and offered us some candy."
Nice. What kind of candy?
They say, I don't know. It tasted really good. It wasn't like what we normally have." He looks up at you and says, "Wait, do you have any candy for us?"
I pull out a molding mushroom.
I don't. If I had known I would be talking to you guys, I would have brought some over though.
They both like let out a sigh, disappointed.
I know. Me too, buddy. Me too. Well, I'll leave you to your incredible drawings, little dudes.
All right. What would you guys like to do next?
I would like to kind of ask around about this this tavern, and this like monk temple. Excuse me, I feel
Okay.
like those are our main two.
Sure. So you're basically going to go and try to figure out what happened in both of those places.
That's my intention. Yes.
Okay. I'll have you both go ahead and make an investigation check, or whoever's doing whichever one. You can both make investigation checks.
Okay. Do we like what time of the day is it? Like, do we have time where we could hit both of them, or would we need to like split up if we want to kind of ask around both of them?
No, it's morning, so I mean, you guys do have time. It would speed things up if you went separately, obviously, but
We can go separately.
Okay. Which would you prefer, Izuto?
What are the two options? There was a tavern
The
and
tavern and the like monk temple.
monk temple. I'll go to the monk temple.
Okay.
okay.
So Rana and Fan will head to the tavern. I'm assuming Suiko's just asking around the town still.
Yeah, up to Sue what she wants to do.
I should probably meet up with you guys again.
That's why I was asking, kind of before we leave, do you kind of come up
Yeah.
to us and talk to us? Okay. Do you want to go with
Yeah.
me or Izuto?
Eating.
You go with Izuto. I
You
got
have
Fan. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
Fan.
you got Fan. 2-2.
I sigh knowing the horror that awaits me taking Suiko to a religious temple.
Hey,
do me
what
and
does
Fan
that
both
mean?
well, I guess he's not asking around though, so never mind. It wouldn't really help. Oh no, I wouldn't. Damn it. Never mind. I'll just do my regular investigation check.
Yeah. So Izuto, you can roll with advantage since Suiko's helping you.
Yeah, I suppose Than wouldn't be very much help asking people.
Yeah, not for this and sort of
not particularly.
We keep the 19.
Okay. So, let's see. So, Arata, you go to the club. It's sort of like, it's not very popular right now in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But you ask about this person. You don't meet anyone who interacted with the person there.
Sick. Even like the bartenders and stuff, I'm assuming.
The bartenders have no idea who you're talking about.
Cool.
In any case, Izuto, you go to the temple, and the monks confirm that the lady had asked about various tenets of their religion. I'll say with the 19, you direct the conversation and you get a little more information than you might have otherwise. You get the sense that she was asking mostly about what the religion teaches about creatures other than humans. She was very interested about like sage creatures and things like that, sentient beings that are not human. That tend to be what her questions were focused on. Other than that, they report that she was very polite, very sort of reserved and quiet. She asked her questions, heard the explanations, and then got up and left. And that was the last they saw of her.
I guess meet up back.
Yeah, meet me kind of back up in the middle, and yep. So there was literally no one there that saw her, so that was helpful.
Yeah, in our case, she was asking about sage creatures and other sentient things besides humans. So probably my prediction would be, either for example, the elk that we met back then, or the dragons and
for dragon
things
stuff.
of that nature.
You're okay. I don't even know what to do this
So
point.
we can do a couple things. We can kind of rip it and grip it and go in the direction she went.
Yeah.
Or try to find something else here, but I don't really have an idea.
Yeah. What time of day are we at now?
I'll say it's midday at this point.
Midday.
So the sun is pretty hot above you. Definitely uncomfortable for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we're gonna leave, let's actually like kind of call it a night early. Let it get fairly late so it cools down, and like leave at night. Because I would also assume that she's not moving at night, so that might be able to help us possibly get to wherever she's at.
Yeah, I agree. Before we head tonight, I go to one of the chefs in town and get the black scorpion dish.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Can I also make Investigation
God
tech.
damn it.
Okay.
I want to find it too. Can I find it?
Sure. Yeah, Suiko.
Well,
Wait. Are you helping Izuto, or are you just trying to sort of find one for yourself?
Both.
I assume she is with me and helping me.
Yeah.
Okay. So Izuto, you can roll with advantage. Dang it! I wanted that to be a nat one. That would have been fun. Okay. 14. Yeah. You find in sort of a street vendor who is willing to make one for you. For you and Suiko. You guys ask for it, and he goes back and cooks it. He goes out with a scorpion-looking shell on 2 plates that's covered in these like little red spices. He says, "Yeah, you look like you haven't had one of these before. I'd recommend starting with the tail."
Yeah, just kind of chomp in, not really being scared by the.
I watch
the-
Izuto first.
Okay, go ahead and make a Constitution save, Izuto.
Yeah, fair enough.
He said, "Yep, sounds about right."
Okay.
That's not
So it is quite spicy. One of the spicier foods you've ever tasted. It's not actually a scorpion. It's some sort of like potato based dish on the inside, and then the outside is just sort of like lightly burnt. Apparently, like very like with some sort of jutsu or something. Definitely not
okay.
like a natural cooking technique.
Interesting.
But it's very, the flakes are very spicy, and the potato meal inside is very spicy as well. But it tastes pretty good since you're able to get over the spiciness of it. It does have a good like punch to it and a good flavor.
It tastes great. It's not that spicy, Suika.
Would you like to take a bite, Suiko?
Yeah, watch me roll.
Please
a
not
one.
one. Please not one.
Yeah, seriously. What skill?
Constitution save.
Constitution. Okay.
I've never wanted to see a nat one more than this one right now.
Well, I probably will. You jinxed me.
Oh,
No, Suiko never rolls low. So it is quite spicy, Suiko. Definitely spicier than you used to. But you managed to get over it and get acclimated to the spice, and you munch down on the scorpion as well.
Yeah.
At its center, sort of towards its little eyes at the front, the potato meal turns into this strange but very sweet jelly. It's like this orangish jelly spread at the center there, which goes surprisingly well with the potato meal, better than you would think that it would. Yeah. In any case, you guys finish enjoying your black scorpions. What would you guys like to do? You're spending the night there?
I'd say, yeah, I'd say
Spending like the evening, if that makes spending the day, getting early sleep, and then heading out once it becomes dusk.
before we go get sleep, Than, remembering the last time that we were at a cool place, wants to see if he can find new colors. To
Fair
dress
enough.
himself in.
So I'm gonna need a couple checks. First, Izuto, make a history check, and if anyone is proficient in survival, go ahead and make a survival check.
Including me, or
Yeah, including you.
I have a +3 for survival.
I got a +1.
So it doesn't sound you're probably not proficient.
I'm
in
not
it, then.
proficient in it. No.
the first one's my history, second one's my survival.
Oh, okay. So 21 for history. Okay. So Izuto, you recall, just based off of like your ears perk up whenever people tell stories about your homeland, and you know that the blasted desert is not the sort of desert that you waltz into unprepared. You can go on foot, but usually people use either camels or burros.
Okay.
To carry water mostly.
Knowing this, and we
right.
saw some at the bottom, could we go and ask the merchant?
Already going. Already there. What's up, bro?
Yep, Suiko marches right up to the merchant who is currently tending to these two burrs.
What
The
is
merchant
up, my dude?
looks over and says, howdy. You're from the Land of Fire. Good to meet you. My name is Archibald. Are you interested in these fine fellows here? He pats one of the burr on its flank.
Yes, sir. We're interested in getting across that nasty desert, you know?
He nods and says, these guys are for sale if you'd like them. 5,000 ryu each, though. It is a little steep.
Shik, how much money do you have? Shik, how much money do you have?
Hey, how much money you have? You first.
I bought 20 chakra pills and 20 greater blood pills, and I'm guessing that's for the team because nobody else bought pills. So how much money you got?
Pills.
You bought 2.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
How
How much did you buy, Suiko? How much did you buy?
Listen, I was.
Okay,
We've already
cool.
been.
Because you're the only person that has enough money to rent these.
Listen. Can we just assume I already bought the crap? I was going to buy a load of crap. Anyways, whatever. I'll buy this. I can literally.
I'm not buying. I'm just asking how much money you have.
I got
He says-
16
says,
that I'd like to keep.
16,000.
Yeah.
Bro, you could have malice.
He says, well, listen, I assume if you're getting these guys, you're planning on heading out into the blasted desert, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell you what, if you don't quite have the funds with you, I'd be willing to make a deal. Maybe half up front and an additional, I don't know, 20% or so when you come back loaded with all the ancient treasures you find in the ruins out there. How's that
I
sound?
whispered to Izuto, we are great at stealing. We got this.
Make it 10%. We got a deal.
You're so lucky I'm not there. You're so lucky I'm not there.
Run the persuasion check, Izuto.
No. Izuto and I got this.
You're
Shut up, Arana.
You're so lucky that Than wants to be colored.
11.
What
I'll
did you do
say-
first?
He says, you know, we'll say 10%. However, if you guys find a lot of stuff out there, like a lot of stuff, how about increase it to 30%? I mean, you won't even notice it if you find a lot of stuff out there if you really hit the jackpot.
25.
Yeah, sure. That's fair.
All right. We can do
Someone write
that.
that down somewhere. We're not gonna remember.
I
Between
got
the
it, I got
two of us, Izuto, we can get a lot of crap.
All right. Suiko, look at me.
What?
We're not letting Arata handle
No,
what
of
we steal
course
and what
not.
we
I'm
don't
not
steal.
that
Okay.
stupid.
I put
I'm
my
not
hand out.
that
I
dumb.
put my hand out. Firm handshakes.
Firm handshake.
Because all right.
I'm not that stupid. We
So,
got this.
5,000 up front.
Okay, hold on. What do we say when we come back with the birds?
10%,
If not that much,
25 if a lot.
Yeah, we'll just tell Arana that I'm a broke hoe now.
Broke, you have 16,000.
No, but like he's gonna question how we got the birds.
11,000.
We'll tell him that in exchange for 20% of our 10% of our things, 20% of our things, we get these and 5,000 up front. We can tell him the deal.
Okay, whatever. You know how against stealing he is. Whatever. It's fine. Let's go.
Fine.
We got the birds.
All right.
Okay, so the merchant takes 5,000 from one of you at least. So go ahead
Yeah,
and mark that off.
whatever.
And he says, "All right, best of luck." And he heads off to go about his own business.
If we don't
I
find
will-
anything out there, I'm going to shoot both of us.
I get on top of the burrow.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Oh my god, I should be there. Oh wait, you're good at this too, actually. I think you told me.
Can I just like lead the bird back to Arata instead of trying to jump right on it?
Sure. So Izuto, you jump onto the burr. It sort of it rears up a little bit and sort of stomps in the sand, sort of looking back at you and just sort of staring at you. It looks like it's like about to peck you. What would you like to do?
I try to calm it down, like, "Hey, girl, hey, it's okay.
It's okay. Okay. We're good. We're good.
I'm like, back.
Yeah.
I love watching
Uh,
Zuko guide this thing through.
It'll go ahead and try to throw you off.
Listen,
Go ahead and make
I
an
know my
athletics check.
shortcomings. Arata, where are you? The bird you need to see.
The Chunin halts you, Suiko. He says, "No burr in the town square."
I am flung off.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it isn't super violent about it, but it just sort of like you land on the sand and it sort of snorts and goes back to drinking water.
Fair enough. I just
Yeah,
sit next to
whatever.
it waiting for the team to arrive.
Okay, great. I'm gonna leave this with just hold the reins, my dude. I'll be right back.
The burr goes over and starts drinking water too.
Yeah,
That's great. It's fine.
I just sit messing with my iron sand.
Where is he? Arata, your time has come.
What's up? What's going on?
Your time has come. Hurry up and paint your dog and let's go.
Yeah. So what are you trying to paint Than as this time?
Whatever his we said last time, he's got some expensive taste in colors. So what are we looking at as options? I suppose.
Well, we rolled last time, and then it just happened to be the most expensive one.
Yeah, it was Roy G. Biv, right?
That's right.
Roy
That's
G.
right.
Bivet.
So roll a d6, I guess.
OYGB.
Nice.
Roy Jeep. Oh, it's literally 7, but it's fine. It's indigo.
Oh, is it 7?
Well, indigo and violet are kind of the same thing.
Subtract 1 from because he got 1 last time. He got violet last time.
Right. Yeah, he got violet last time. Yeah.
So
whatever.
so we'll do
Just
blue.
skip violet.
So blue.
Yeah.
Okay. So this time, Thang gets painted a glorious royal blue, the most expensive blue on
Hell
market. Go ahead and mark off 100 Ryu, Arata.
God damn it, Than. Not 100.
Than yips happily with his new paint of blue.
I look at him and I say, "You're lucky. I love you."
He says, "It's good fortune in the desert," he indicates that.
I look him in the eye and I was like, "You don't know that. This is our first time in the desert. Don't lie to me right now. I have lived with you your whole life."
Yep.
All right. I suppose we.
In any case, Suiko is still just sort of like pacing impatiently.
All right. I look at Suiko. I'm like, okay, and I follow Suiko.
I grab your arm and I'm like, Than, you look beautiful, but let's go.
Oh man.
There. Do you see what I need you for now?
How the hell?
Don't question the teamwork between Izuto and I, okay?
Hey, you know
I
what?
just talked to the birds.
That's fine. Firm handshakes all around. I'm impressed y'all got access to these things this fast.
Thank you.
All right. I suppose I walk up with my animal handling and try to help calm him down here. I mean, I'm really only 3 more than
Okay, I mean he's calm right now.
Okay.
He's just drinking water happily.
Oh, okay.
Don't touch
Do
this one. This one is mine.
do they happen to have any canine in them at all? Because that would make this real easy.
They got bird in them.
Yeah, they are not canine creatures. They are bird-like creatures with these long necks and these blue sort of thin feathers.
Listen,
So
get on top
unfortunate.
of it and just try your best, alright?
I try to kind of
If
slowly.
it buffs you into the water, you got this.
I try to like calmly caress it, and I look at Izuto, knowing he's at least lived here when he was really really young. I was like, do you know if they have any food they like specifically?
The bird, man, they just kind of drink water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was under the impression, Izuto, that you were basically raised in the land of fire at the orphanage.
Okay,
It was
so
whenever-
he don't have much.
Not much. Enough. I remember it, but not greatly.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, I kind of walk up and I go, "Why did y'all not ask the dude how to handle these things?" But it's fine. As I like slowly kind of like pet it and try to gradually hop on the back of this guy right here.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
Ayo.
Okay.
Listen, how do we ask when we believe in you so much?
So you quickly determine that these burrs, they're actually a little simpler to handle than most canine. They are very happy as long as you stroke their neck feathers in a very gentle way.
Okay.
So you do that once or twice and sort of slowly get up onto the saddle. And it happily allows you to do so. It just keeps drinking water. It looks back at you once and sort of sees that you're there. Just lets out a snort and keeps drinking.
I look at Dan and I say, I wish you were this easy.
Seeing a Rada do this, I try to do the same with the one that kicked me off earlier.
Okay. I'll say now that you've seen how to do it, you can roll with advantage.
That's why we have advantage.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, you following Arata's example, you just gently stroke the neck feathers a few times and slowly slide your way up onto its saddle. It looks back at you, and then it snorts. It gives like a little bit of a kick, just to try to freak you out a little bit, but it just goes back to drinking.
Incredible.
In any case, Izuto, from your history check earlier, you recall that the main purpose of getting these guys is to carry enough water for everyone.
Yeah.
That's the main limiting factor here.
Do they like is it like a cactus, like the water is in them and we get it out, or do they just like have containers on them?
No, they have their saddles are equipped with containers and sort of these water skins that go all beneath it. They all store a ton of water. These burrs, they're much stronger than camels, so they can carry a fair amount more.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess for the sake of this, just go get water, fill them up, and then I guess take the rest.
Yeah, I'll say since we're right here, just kind of grab all the bottles and fill them up right there with the water.
Okay. So when you're fully filled up with water there, you have 75 days worth.
Oh wow.
And that's including your guys' water intake and the burrs.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're an expensive investment. You guys didn't have to get them, so.
Yeah, y'all didn't even. Well, not that I know this, but y'all didn't even try the camels, which was crazy.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fine.
All right. So you guys did all this in the evening as the sun is beginning to set. So you're planning on heading out during the night? Is that the idea?
Yes,
Yes.
while it's a little cooler.
Okay. So Izuto, go ahead and make another history check.
I'm so ready to get told. Yeah, so if you leave at night, you're just gonna die.
No, we're not gonna. We're just gonna die.
Yeah, you're not sure. Yeah, seems like a good idea to you. Why not?
Why not?
All right. During our short rest here, I would like to mark my primary target as our person that we're searching for.
Okay. Good to know.
Are we
Alright.
already heading out, or can I ask the merchant?
Well, before we rest, I think you could. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, you guys are still there for now. Yeah.
Great.
If there's anything you want to do in the village, now's the time.
I ask this guy for advice on how to cross the desert.
He says, "Oh, you just bought those burrs over there, huh?"
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good investment, a bit tad expensive, but if you got the money for it.
Yes.
Well, in any case, my best advice, I haven't been there myself, but I know a few people who have. Be careful of the creatures there. Try to avoid refilling in any oasis or anything like that if you can. I mean, if you need the water, go for it, but try to get in and out fast because that's usually where they congregate. You see anything in the sand, avoid it, unless you're pretty sure it's like a ruin or something like that, because it could be one of them waiting for someone to come by and eat you. Yeah. Be sure to set up a good firm tent at night, and pray that the meteors don't hit you.
Right, the meteors. Forgot about that. So it would not be a good idea to leave at nighttime then, huh?
He shrugs and he says, "I know some people do, but not most. I couldn't tell you why. I think they're kind of paranoid. They say that if you walk at night, the meteors, they see you, and they try to land themselves close to you, which draws those creatures towards them. I
Okay,
can't say
so
if that's true or not, though.
about those firm tents, where would one purchase that?
He says, "Oh, just in the marketplace. They are a little expensive, but not as expensive as those burrs there."
Love how you keep mentioning that. Okay. All right. Any other advice for me, or is that about it?
He strokes his chin. He says, "No, that's about it. Well, I should say, you're probably not going to see any, but if you see any of those, tribal folk out there, give them a wide berth too. They're very territorial, from what I understand."
Tribal folk, monsters, meteors, Jesus.
What can go wrong? Was
It's
I close enough?
it's called the Blasted Desert.
Yeah. I mean, the name is fair.
Was I close enough to hear this conversation? Could I hear it from here?
I just assume I come over and tell you all of the fun stuff I just
No,
learned.
this is important. Could I hear the conversation?
I mean, unless you went over, probably not.
Probably
I mean,
not. Okay.
Great. So I walk over and tell you guys the damage.
Gotcha.
Meteors,
Cool.
tribal folk, monsters.
Monsters.
We
of
need a
course.
change.
All right.
How are we feeling about leaving at nighttime?
Well, I mean, from what he said, he even said he's not even really sure why they don't. He said the meteors just see you, which I don't really know what that means.
And attract the monsters.
But I think we can, if we'd rather leave in the day, we can have a full night's rest and then leave if we would like to.
Iseto, opinion.
We can leave in like early morning.
Early morning? Okay.
Yeah.
When the sun's just
Yeah.
Little before the sun comes up.
Okay. I'd like that better than leaving at the dead of night.
Okay.
All right.
So, with this new knowledge, you guys begin your trip out into the Blasted Desert.
What about tent?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to buy a hardened tent before you go?
Yes.
How much is a hardened tent?
It is 300 per. So depending on how many you want.
Can you fit more than one person in a tent?
You could comfortably fit two. 3 would be a squeeze.
We can get two.
I'll buy one for you.
People and a dog.
Okay. So mark off 600 Ryu then.
I took 300 off for me and Thans.
Iseto, buy the tent. I just dropped 5,000 for you.
This is why capitalism doesn't work, because people like you. Anyway, I bought the tent.
Okay. You can add hardened tent to your inventory.
I will.
Okay.
Good thing we saw this, because I was gonna buy tents in Konoha, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you would have already had like a small cot basically, but yeah, it wouldn't be nearly the same size or structural integrity as this.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, anything else that you guys want to do in the village before you guys go?
I'm good.
I think I'm good as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, like I said, you guys will begin your trek into the Blasted Desert, and that is where we'll end tonight's session.